Learn English to Gujarati. Think in.
વિચારવું.
With funny daily phrases. Welcome to Think. Hey, you are here to train your brain without making it cry. Today, you will learn how to say think in Gujarati and sound smart even before your coffee arrives. Let us begin with the big verb, think. In Gujarati, that is.
વિચારવું.
Say it slowly.
વિચારવું.
Imagine a wise person under a tree, a robot in a library, and a cat wearing glasses, all doing exactly the same thing.
વિચારવું.
In English, we say, I like to think before I speak. In Gujarati, main balada pahelam.
વિચારવું.
Game Che. Good. Your brain has officially stretched. Meet the thinking crew. Now you will meet the whole family of thought. Yes, this chapter has more thinkers than a philosophy club with free snacks. I think is.
હું વિચારું છું.
Picture yourself looking at a menu for 10 minutes and saying,
હું વિચારું છું.
You think is.
તમે વિચારો છો.
Someone asks if pineapple belongs on pizza, and you answer with deep respect.
તમે વિચારો છો.
He thinks is.
તે વિચારે છે.
The boy stares at one math problem like it insulted his family.
તે વિચારે છે.
She thinks is also.
તે વિચારે છે.
She is quiet, calm, and probably right.
તે વિચારે છે.
It thinks is also.
તે વિચારે છે.
If your robot vacuum stops in the hallway like a tiny philosopher, yes.
તે વિચારે છે.
We think is.
અમે વિચારીએ છીએ.
A team around a whiteboard says.
અમે વિચારીએ છીએ.
And then draws 6 arrows and 1 confused potato. You all think is.
તમે લોકો વિચારો છો.
A teacher looks at the class and says,
તમે લોકો વિચારો છો.
They think is.
તેઓ વિચારે છે.
The group stands in silence before opening the mysterious box.
તેઓ વિચારે છે.
Tiny story, big brain. Listen to this little story and let the forms repeat naturally. Your job is simple. Enjoy the story and steal the vocabulary. One day, a student wanted to answer every question immediately. Sadly, his mouth was faster than his brain. The teacher smiled and said, First.
વિચારવું.
The student took a breath. He said,
હું વિચારું છું.
His friend looked at him and said, Yes.
તમે વિચારો છો.
More today. Another boy sat quietly.
તે વિચારે છે.
A girl near the window smiled softly.
તે વિચારે છે.
2. Even the classroom robot, which usually only blinks dramatically, stopped near the door. Everyone laughed.
તે વિચારે છે.
Soon the whole class worked together. They said.
અમે વિચારીએ છીએ.
The teacher looked around and said, Wow.
તમે લોકો વિચારો છો.
Very carefully today. At the end, the principal came in, saw the quiet room, and whispered.
તેઓ વિચારે છે.
For once, the loudest thing in the room was intelligence. Useful sentences you can borrow. Now take a few ready-made lines for real life. These are handy when you want to sound thoughtful instead of accidentally chaotic. I like to think before I speak. Gujarati. Main balada pahelam.
વિચારવું.
Game Che. To solve this problem, you must think carefully. Gujarati. A samasya ukalava mate, to main dunathi.
વિચારવું.
Joie. Sometimes it is good to think alone. Gujarati. Kiareka akala.
વિચારવું.
Saram hoya che. I think about the answer. Gujarati.
હું જવાબ વિશે વિચારું છું.
Do you think this is right? Gujarati.
શું તમે વિચારો છો કે આ સાચું છે?
He thinks before speaking. Gujarati.
તે બોલતા પહેલા વિચારે છે.
We think this plan is good. Gujarati.
અમે વિચારીએ છીએ કે આ યોજના સારી છે.
They think the movie is good. Gujarati.
તેઓ વિચારે છે કે ફિલ્મ સારી છે.
Funny dialogues. Time for mini dialogues. These are short, playful, and perfect for speaking out loud dramatically for no reason. A. What should I do now? B. First.
વિચારવું.
Then act. A. What are you doing? B.
હું વિચારું છું.
A. Are you sure? B. Not yet, but.
તમે વિચારો છો.
Is the right question. A. Why is he so quiet? B.
તે વિચારે છે.
A. Why is she staring at the ceiling fan? B.
તે વિચારે છે.
Maybe the fan has wisdom. A. Why did the robot stop? B.
તે વિચારે છે.
Or it forgot how floors work. A. What do we do first? B.
અમે વિચારીએ છીએ.
A. Class, are you ready? B.
તમે લોકો વિચારો છો.
First, teacher. Teacher. Fair enough. A. What are they doing? B.
તેઓ વિચારે છે.
And judging my haircut. Quick drill. Now repeat after me like a confident parrot with excellent grammar. Short bursts work great for memory. Think.
વિચારવું.
I think.
હું વિચારું છું.
You think.
તમે વિચારો છો.
He thinks.
તે વિચારે છે.
She thinks.
તે વિચારે છે.
It thinks.
તે વિચારે છે.
We think.
અમે વિચારીએ છીએ.
You all think.
તમે લોકો વિચારો છો.
They think.
તેઓ વિચારે છે.
Brain quiz. Let us see if your memory is awake. No pressure. Even genius potatoes need practice. What is the Gujarati word for think?
વિચારવું.
How do you say I think?
હું વિચારું છું.
How do you say you think?
તમે વિચારો છો.
How do you say he thinks?
તે વિચારે છે.
How do you say she thinks?
તે વિચારે છે.
How do you say it thinks?
તે વિચારે છે.
How do you say we think?
અમે વિચારીએ છીએ.
How do you say you all think?
તમે લોકો વિચારો છો.
How do you say they think?
તેઓ વિચારે છે.
Wrap up and keep thinking. Nice work. You trained your ears, your mouth, and your inner philosopher today. Today you learned think as.
વિચારવું.
Plus the full set.
હું વિચારું છું. તમે વિચારો છો. તે વિચારે છે. અમે વિચારીએ છીએ. તમે લોકો વિચારો છો.
And.
તેઓ વિચારે છે.
Thank you for listening. Keep practicing out loud, repeat the phrases again tomorrow, and do not worry if progress feels slow. Real learning grows one cheerful repetition at a time. See you in the next lesson, and until then, keep calm and
વિચારવું.